What if I told you Barron Trump, the seemingly quiet son of Donald Trump, might harbor a darkness that the cameras have yet to capture? Recently, Twitter's been ablaze with claims about young Barron, and it's not just the usual jabs about his height or awkward public appearances. No, this goes much deeper. Puss. Now, I know what you're thinking. Twitter isn't exactly the bastion of truth, but wait, here's the kicker. Enter Mr. Weeks, a behavioral therapist residing in New York, reportedly hired by the Trump family to handle adolescent Barron. Now, let's just say Mr. Weeks isn't holding back. He's painting a picture of Barron that's downright unsettling. Okay, but what of proof? Well, Mr. Weeks has receipts, photos of himself with an adolescent Barron dating back years. And the claims, well, they depict young Barron as having the makings of a bona fide psychopath. Now, before we go any further, let's set the record straight. In the court of public opinion, it's innocent until proven guilty. Keep that in mind as we dive into the murky waters of Mr. Weeks' allegations. Mr. Weeks was supposedly brought on board to provide therapy to young Barron when his behavior took a turn, slapping his caretaking nannies to start. According to Weeks, Barron was bullied frequently at Central Park, where the pictures are framed. While others played tag, Barron allegedly played stab, attacking two kids with a knife, once at a park and once at a sleepover. Weeks paints Barron as quite the devil, from throwing desk chairs to spitting on school staff and students, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg. Weeks claims Barron was caught inappropriately touching another kid at a sleepover, an incident so extreme it sparked an investigation. And then there's the animal cruelty, the killings of 2 birds, 1 dog, and 3 rabbits. And no partridge in a pear tree. I guess killing animals runs in the fam, whether done in savannas or in households. Now, these are allegations, nothing more, nothing less. But what of Barron's capacity for such actions? Let's take a closer look. Singer Aubrey O'Day, who allegedly had an affair with Don Jr., claims in text messages that Don Jr. himself described Barron as a little asshole in his words, case and point. On a private jet, Barron didn't like the food served, so he threw it at a flight attendant. Now that kind of anger? Now it certainly does add weight to Mr. Weeks' claims. And also the psychological factors. Babies born to fathers over 50 face a higher risk of schizophrenia, ADHD, and other disorders. Trump was 60 when Barron was conceived. Combine that with Trump's own questionable character, and it's possible Barron inherited some of those dark seeds, growing into the trees of behavior Mr. Weeks accuses him of today. Add to that Barron's cushy upbringing in wealth and luxury, and you can see how his personality might have twisted. Without a strong father figure to guide him, side note, Trump wasn't even there for his birth, Barron might have spiraled. Weeks even claims Trump's lack of presence hit Barron so hard that he assaulted his father at a school event for even showing up. Was this the act of a troubled teen or something more sinister? But what of Mr. Weeks' motive? Why come out with this now? Well, Barron's 18, stepping closer into limelight as he dabbles in public political involvement, possibly trying to sway Gen Z voters. And with this exposure comes the risk of scrutiny, as Mr. Weeks saw Barron's most little of political involvement and took his shot of accusation. Let's get one thing clear. Barron is no psychopath. But you know who might be? The one pointing fingers. Mr. Weeks. Time to pull back the curtain and reveal the truth. First off, we know who Barron is, but who is Mr. Weeks? Well, Mr. Weeks was a campaign advisor for Hillary Clinton in 2015. Still bitter about that loss, he's now stooped to attacking someone completely irrelevant to it all. And that evidence? You know, the stuff that's supposed to prove someone's guilt? Well, it's literally just the same 3 pictures taken on the same day. That's it. Now let's play a game of 3 truths. Game's simple, 3 truths, and you lie. Let's play. Truth 1. Mr. Weeks, what's this tweet? A kid you describe as an animal-killing, sexual-touching psychopath is what you call a pretty good kid? If that's the case, I guess I'll call you a man with a spine. Second truth, this interview right here, Mr. Weeks claims, which has more views than my Kamala is not black truth video that took me 80 hours to edit. Damn. Fuck. Hey, I liked it. I liked it 2 times.
I produce. I like to write.
Mr. Weeks, author of such grand literature and tweets.
I'm also a professional house manager. I take care of a household with, children, their housekeepers, their driver, their personal assistant, their chef, and then I have my own nanny production where I take care of, other kids, rich kids for the most part. I mean, you see the pictures that I post, right? Where the Bernie Bros attacked me for having Barron Trump with me that time in Central Park. Yeah.
Huh. Whatever happened to the title of professional behavioral therapist? Were you not that at the time of overseeing Barron? Or did that happen in 2022, a date far removed from when these pictures were taken? Third truth, you don't even have a behavioral license in New York, where it's illegal by law to operate without one. Case in point, this woman's inquiry call about Mr. Weeks' license. No Mr. Weeks found in the database. No truth in what he says. 3 strikes, Mr. Weeks, you're out. You're a pathetic excuse of existence, living a lie and lying to live. For shame. But you know what's even more shameful? The ability for this fool to easily deceive the masses, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you, naive people of internet idiocracy.
Trump done got exposed by one of the male nannies.
I just saw a video of him pretending to punch his mom. Multiple times he is completely deranged.
Source? Genuinely can't find anything.
Saw it on Twitter.
Then linked it.
NO.
Look at these initial reactions to the news. Keep in mind the only evidence is this garbage. Yet people continue to prove their idiocy, adhering to anything they'd like to believe, as it provides drama to spice up their boring lives. Yas Queen, spill the tea. Spill some self-awareness on yourselves, you dumb bitches, and evolve. I ask, how will we combat AI disinformation at this rate? BB9 Media. That's how.
The year is 2075, and Mr. Weeks is still hungover from Hillary's loss. Though his soul remains torn by the defeat, he continues his days, proudly claiming to be a behavioral specialist, certified by Cornell University, spelled with one L. Barron Trump, though now 18, has not been tainted by the false images projected onto him, thanks to the BB9 team. He now lives his life free from fabricated lies, with a self-conception dictated by his true identity, by his actual self. And for the BB9 team, it's just another day fulfilling their purpose, extinguishing lies and revealing the truth. They'll continue until time itself parts this earth. Sometimes they wonder, was it worth spending 80 hours editing an "Is Kamala Harris Black?" video for just 11 views and 2 likes, most of which came from themselves? Damn right it was worth it, as is every BB9 media creation.